Uh, I'm happy to be here.
I am an African. We focus on our children. We love our children. I'm dying today because of my children. The children were used to me. That's where my trap is. The children knew me more than anyone else on this earth. When I went out, my daughter almost went crazy because she couldn't stand anyone else. I had to be here in this town and endure anything for her. My son, from the day he was brought out of the womb through cesarean operation, it was in my hands. From that day till he turned 1, I was with him every minute, every second, every time. I have videos to prove all of that. I filmed it every day. He knew only me. The mother was gone every day and come back home late. Used to. All of a sudden, I was kicked out of my house, out of their presence. All of a sudden, for me to see them, I had to fight. For my children to see me, they had to fight, and nobody would even listen to them. I saw what was going on with my kids. I saw the panic, the fear in their hearts, in their eyes, the frustration and everything. I decided to stay. Brethren, I didn't run away. I didn't run away. There's a day here in this Ukiah. It's gonna be a memorial, that place. I know that for a fact because I cried there. And I know people who came there. When I went to see my children when I was living in the streets, they had to impose on me to be going somewhere to have visitation with my children. One day I came out, my son was crying, my daughter was crying. And the person who was in charge of taking care of them was being rude at my children. Something I never did to my kids. I spent a lot of time with my children so I didn't have to shout at them. I didn't have to beat them. Because when you spend time with a child, a lot of time teaching that child, encouraging that child, explaining to that child from the very day that child is born until that child turns 3, 4, 5, you don't need to beat the child. The child will understand you as an adult. My son, my daughter, everywhere they go, people look at them, they're amazing. Someone will think maybe, oh, where they are being raised well. You lie! I did my job before I left. There is an age to raise a child. Between the ages of 0 months to 4 years, especially 0 to 2, you have to raise your child. You have to spend a lot of time with a child. The more time you spend with a child and educating the child on the principles of life deeply, when that child turns 4, that never goes away. It will shadow a little bit, but when the child turns 8, 9, 10, everything comes back. They have an understanding. It's a culture built in their DNA from the early age. I studied that in psychology when I was young. I imbibed that in my children. I spent a lot of time with them. While in the American society, they rush, they leave their children and run to work, I was at home taking care of their kids, doing my thing, and also taking care of my own businesses. I had a company. One day I woke up in the morning and all of that was gone. My children's lives were in danger. Their future was in danger. I was seeing my children losing hope for the future. Their mother didn't understand it. I understood it. I saw my children losing their future, brethren. What I'm going through today is because I choose to stay for my children. I could travel from here and go to another country and have a good job. I can run this television program anywhere in the world. This is a spiritual organization. I can make a lot of money in Africa with it. I can have a living doing this. I stayed for my children. I was harassed like no one has ever seen. I had to shout every day for them to leave me alone before they could back off a little bit. Yet, it's a system that has been built to destroy the black person. So there are subtle ways in the system that are used to dismantle you, whether you like it or not. When it's systemic, to defeat it needs extraordinary power. And that's where we are going. You need to know this because you are also a victim. But you cannot fight this fight alone. The reason why it has brought me to this point where I have to ask for you is because I didn't have the support before. If I had the support, I would not be asking for anything. I fought alone and I fought so hard. Don't fight your fight alone. And the only way you can fight your fight alone is to support another person who is going through the same situation. Support other people so that tomorrow they will support you. If I lose my home, my children will be in danger. I will go out there, I can organize seminars, I can talk, they will be giving me good food and good times, and my children will be hurting. That's not what I want. No, I want to pay a price for my children. If the people that are hurting them want to hurt them, I don't want to be having fun while my children will grow up and face danger and not have a character and not have something to give to society. That's why I'm asking you to look at your life and understand that compassion rules the world and it rules your life if you give thought to it. And to know that when you see another fellow human being going through stress, feel as if you are part of it. And give yourself a supporting hand. Do something about it. Encourage, promote, support, finance, talk, send an mail, do something. Nothing is little when someone is in trouble, brethren. Nothing. And especially a person like me. I value everything anybody does to me. I'm going through a very interesting situation. It doesn't stress me out because I'm a spirit person. It doesn't distract me a lot, but it does cause a little bit of hitches here and there that is obstructing me from really fully focusing. I don't want that. I want that gone because I am an intercessor. I don't want to be distracted when there are millions of people out there to pray for, to meditate for, to counsel and do stuff. But I also want you that I talk to every day to know that I need support. I need prayers. I need support. That's how you get blessed. Blessed is the hand that gives from the ones that take. And I want us to take time and look a couple of things in the Bible why it's very important that we learn compassion. We learn love. Brethren, you need to do this. You need to learn how to love. You need to learn how to be compassionate. Learn how to release your hand. Don't hold tight. It's greed. It will hurt you. I have a foundation that I run, And that foundation, I started running it when I had my company. I said, let me create this so that I can put some money inside and use that money to uplift other people. When my company was collapsing, when I was going through a divorce, I refused that to collapse. That's the only thing with my children that I've held with me. I did not stop doing good with it. Whether I had money or I didn't have money, I will invest in it. I will not eat without investing in my foundation. I don't go out there and ask money. Instead, I create something that will generate something for me to invest in the foundation. Because I know there are people out there who don't have. And I know that many people don't believe in what I do. So I raise my money, I do it. But look at it this way. I created lots of tools that I've been using. But I'd write a point where when there is no support, things get stalled a little bit. I invested in lots of projects that I know is going to serve you. For example, I've been researching on foods that can really heal people so that they will stay away from all these organizations that is creating chaos in their lives. A lot of Americans are sick not because they can't take care of business, but because what has been given to them is killing them. I learned this very early when I came in this country. And what I decided to do was to carry out a research. What can I give the people of this country that will make them stay away from danger, from things that is killing them through food? When I realized that vegan food was the best that could serve people, there is another problem that arises: the quality and the taste. While living in New York, we were told that vegan food is the worst, it doesn't taste good. It was a lie. Because I'm a vegan. I've never eaten food that doesn't taste well, and I will not eat it. And my taste buds are intact. I'm healthy. I'm very strong. I mean, very, very strong, but I'm lean. You need energy. A special kind of energy to survive in this life. To live this life. To enjoy this life. To be free from chaos. You need special energy for that. And that comes with heavy practice, praying, meditation, and all of that. I spent time working, researching on foods, on herbs, on forms of prayers and meditation, on forms of exercises that can give mankind a very, very long and happy life. That's one thing all of you who are listening to me do not know, that you are privileged to be listening to me. The only problem we have is we do not pay close attention. I want to take this seriously. You will want to reach that point where you will take this seriously. Maybe it will be too late. But we will go there. I produce foods. Vegan foods. Later on I came up with recipes. Very good recipes that taste good. Very nutritious. Balanced. No gluten. No pesticides. No pollutants. Not only did I prepare these things that can serve you, I prepare them in a way that they can serve their children going to school very easily. If you want to prepare a home cooked meal, all you have to do is pick one of it, pour it in a container, and put it either on the stove, fry it in an oven, and whatever means you want to do it, it's ready to go. In between 5 to 20 minutes, you can have a home cooked meal just like that. And it tastes well. You can organize a party. You can organize a wedding. You can organize it just, and it'll be easy for you to prepare. Yet, it's organic. Yet, it's vegan. 100% vegan. Yet, it's gluten-free. Yet, very healthy. It's versatile. And not only that, you can transform it to go with a lot of dishes, whether it's salads, soups, sandwiches, croutons. You can play with it as much as you want. And brethren, I didn't only do that. I thought of ways that people can really find good vegan food wherever they go around the country, whether they are cooking or they are not cooking. How do we do it? I turned the product into a base product in powder form so that it can last longer and you can carry it with you without needing a fridge, in powder form. so that you don't have to mix it if you want to cook it. And by the way, they will come in packages where it's easy to bring it out of the pot and pour it and prepare it, and you are good to go in your restaurant. You can have a complete vegan recipe that tastes delicious in your restaurant in less than no time. So long as you have the base product, everything else runs very fast and people will go crazy. It is going to sell anywhere in the world. If America doesn't want it, there will be countries in the world that will want it. It took me years to bring this together because I saw that we, the people of this country, brother, they need to be, not to be fooled anymore.